is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. My good friend Alex, you've met him before. He's been out with me a few times. We did not plan this today, but we are matching. I don't know how well you can tell. Wind's blowing pretty good. It's about 18, maybe 20 out of the east. Truth be told, I had a charter yesterday, and the water on the reef, Bahamas blue, 100-foot abyss, and we don't get that very often. I just don't have it in me to sit at home. So we've got all the dive gear. I brought the new fancy camera as well. I'd love to get that in the water and maybe do a little bit of shooting. And we're also going to be giving away a Simrad Go 9 XSE with a transducer. Big thanks to Simrad for that. I'll explain why we have that to give away, and I will give you some more details if you're interested in entering. I'm going to make it super simple. Just continue watching and you'll get all that info. But we just fueled up, got ice. We are headed out. We'll see you on the reef. Oh my goodness. Look at this water. This is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. It doesn't always look like this. I know this is what they put on the postcards for Key West, but we get a day like this. I mean, realistically, what would you say? Like 10% of the year, maybe? Is this clear? If that, 10%? Yeah. All right, no more talking. I'm getting in the water. Maybe it has underwater mode. It's just down there flying around. Oh, yeah. Welcome back underwater, everybody. So I actually tried to take the drone off. I wanted to get some aerial footage of this clean water, and something funny that I've never had happen before happened. Normally the drone takes off and hovers at 3 feet. For some reason it went up 10 inches, came straight back down, hit the deck of the boat, bounced, hit one of the propellers, flipped over, and landed in the water. So that was a bummer of a way to start the day, but what can you do? On a more positive note, as I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to be giving away a Simrad Go 9 XSE with an active imaging 3-in-1 transducer. Now, before I give you the details on that, I kind of want to explain why we have that to give away. Some of you guys find this information interesting, and I thought I would share. So, long story, hopefully a little less long. If you've been following me or watching the channel for some time, you know I've been using Simrad products for as long as I've been doing this. It's all I've ever used. They've never left me hanging. I've been super thrilled with everything they've made and that I've put on my boat. Recently, probably a few months ago, I reached out to Simrad in hopes that they'd be willing to sponsor the channel and myself. And to my surprise, they said they would be happy to. So officially, I'm a part of Team Simrad. Still kind of can't believe it. I've been using their products for so long. They're such a big, amazing company. It's just kind of hard to believe, quite honestly. So in this whole process, I've been going back and forth with this gentleman, kind of helping me get acclimated and all that with the company, how everything works. Essentially, I continue to use Simrad products as I always have, and they give me a discount on products if I ever need anything. So it's a win-win for me. And Simrad recently lowered the prices of their Go units and their NSO units to lower than they've ever had them. Pretty cool. Not something you see companies do very often, lowering the prices of their products. And as a way to bring awareness to this, the gentleman I've been working with watches the channel. He knows I love giving stuff away. He's like, hey, why don't we give away a chart plotter on your channel? And I was like, that's a great idea. I love that. You guys know, whenever I get a chance, love giving back to you guys, the subscribers. The reason I have this channel and can live this lifestyle is because of you. So happy to give back when I can. So what we're going to do, we're going to give away a Simrad Go 9 XSE. Has an active imaging 3-in-1 transducer. It's like a perfect mid-range chart plotter and sonar. I used to have the 7s way back in the day. I upgraded slowly over the years to bigger screens. But it's they're lovely units. I've used them before. They work great. Has the NEMA 2000, all that stuff, the Seymour capabilities, C maps, pretty much everything you'd ever need. So I normally do a secret word when I do giveaways. I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible. In a pinned comment and in the description, there's going to be 2 links. The first link is going to be a link to the new Simrad prices if you're interested in redoing your electronics or you're building a new boat. I highly recommend genuinely looking into Simrad. I've used them forever. Again, never left me stranded. I could not be more happy with their products. Only reason I agreed to do this sponsorship, and so the reason I reached out to them. Anyways, first link is for that. Shop around. Second link is the giveaway link. So click that link. It's going to bring you to a page. It'll say follow Simrad on Instagram. You have to click that. You actually have to follow Simrad on Instagram. I'm going to be checking this. So follow Simrad on Instagram, first name, last name. The next box will be your Instagram name. So you have to put that in, make sure it's right, because I will be searching Simrad's follower list. If you don't have an Instagram, make one. And lastly, put your email in, and within 1 week, or if we reach 5,000 entries, I'm going to pull a name and I will announce the winner the following week. So it'll be 2 weeks from when this video releases. Again, huge thanks to Simrad. Cannot thank them enough. Stoked to be a part of the team. Again, you're looking for updating your electronics, building a new boat, I highly recommend checking into Simrad. I could not be more happy with them. But that is all I have. Best of luck to you, and let's get back to the diving. So I'm about, 10, 15 minutes into the first spot. Not a ton of life around, but this nice school of yellowjacks comes in, and I want you to pay attention to the bottom right now. See how there's no fish? It's just rocks and hard bottom. There's no fish other than the yellowjacks. This fish comes in, gives me the go-ahead. If you're mellow with these, a lot of times they will be curious and swim right up to you. So it gives me the go-ahead. I get a good shot, but I want you to notice there's no life on the bottom. After I shoot this fish and it struggles and creates a bunch of commotion and throws a little bit of sand up, look how many fish, bait fish, everything, parrotfish, reef fish, all that. Look how everything kind of comes to me. I say a lot to my clients, action brings action. And this is a perfect example of that. You can look down now and see there's fish all over the place. Everything came up to me because they wanted to see what was going on. And out in the wild, any type of thrashing or commotion like that a lot of times means food opportunities for other fish. So just a little tip. A lot of times if nothing's going on, I'll go to the bottom and throw sand everywhere, thrash around, do something. Action brings action. And it's proved itself true time and time again. But lovely yellowjack. I was actually kind of hoping for one of these. I haven't eaten one in a while, and they're just delicious. They're great all around. Sashimi, seared, cooked, doesn't matter. Ceviche, just a lovely fish.
I shot the smallest one. I kind of like those medium-sized ones. First spot, nice yellowjack. It was funny, Alex said all he wanted today was a nice yellowjack, and the second he got out of the water to change his leaky mask, big school of them swam up. I actually shot the smallest in the school. I kind of like the medium-sized ones a little better, but they're all delicious. One of the most underrated fish down here. The sandwich I've been dreaming up suits yellowjack perfectly, so good start. Got a yellowjack, lost a $1,000 drone.
So this is our second spot. Crystal clear. Just couldn't get over it. Oh, so lovely. So you don't see this a lot. This is a Cubera snapper in shallow water. We see a lot. I see a lot of these. I said it later in the video, I don't see a lot. I see a ton of these, typically deep though. You don't get a lot of shallower opportunities on these. So I wanted Alex to take a chance. He'd never shot one. And he is extremely patient. Most people see a fish like that, they get excited. This is kind of a prize fish for a lot of people, and he just really stayed patient. Waited until he had the perfect broadside, and you can see he got a lovely shot. Didn't mess up any of the meat.
Dude! Oh, Cuberas never do that. He came in all mellow. That was wild. Right?
That's my first.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Dude, congrats. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
That is sick. Brain him and bleed him. I'm gonna get the fancy camera.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
So I gave a whack at the camera again. Still learning. On this day, I learned that shutter speed is very important. Um, this is the best photo I got. It's okay. You can see there's a little bit of blurriness in the photo. My shutter speed was too slow, but any day I learn something is a good day.
Woo! Look at the teeth on that thing. Oh. Alex's first Cubera. That is awesome.
That was a fun one.
We don't see nearly as many of these. I see them sometimes, but I like to let others shoot them. They're a special treat compared to most snappers. They're probably one of the harder snappers to find, so that is super cool. Alex is first.
This is actually pretty neat. One of the spots I have has a bunch of these giant anchors. They're huge. Half of me wants to pull one out of the water and put it in my yard, but I don't know how old they are and I hate to disturb it. This is actually a Nassau grouper. A lot of people confuse these with red groupers. You can see towards the back on the top of the tail area, there's a black dot. That's the distinguishing factor. I've seen a lot of people confuse those with red groupers. The Nassaus actually are protected down here, just like the Goliath groupers are. So you're not allowed to harvest them in any manner. I saw so many groupers this day. It was lovely to see it. Population's very healthy. Black groupers all over the place. They are closed right now for harvest. They open back up May 1st. And you can believe I will be out there.
Oh, it's a mutton. I didn't even see the mutton.
So Alex was pursuing this mutton snapper, and it was kind of running away from him. You can't see it in the frame. It's a little too far. And I'm going to do a trick here. It doesn't work every time, but it does work sometimes. You see, I dropped my gun. Mutton snappers are pretty finicky, but they are also very curious. So a lot of times if you drop something, I didn't have a throw flasher with me. I dropped my gun, and you can see this fish turns right around and swims right underneath him. Like I said, doesn't work every time, but it will work on them sometimes in this cleaner water. It just, I guess, something dropping, it's triggers curiosity and makes him wonder what it is. So Alex makes a drop, lines up on the fish, and he's well within range. He just didn't like the shot he had. He knew that if he took this shot, the fish swimming away, not turning broadside, there's a good chance he's going to run it down the fillet. And I had a lot of respect for that. He let it go.
Yeah, he wouldn't give you the shot. You see that gun trick though?
Yeah.
He turned around to look at my gun falling.
Yeah, so I'm like, wait a minute, why did it do that? And then I see your gun and I'm like, oh.
Anything like dropping in the column will get their attention for the most part, but it doesn't work.
Cool.
Doesn't work every time, but it'll work a lot of times.
Yeah, that was
So we've hit a few spots in the shallows. We've got a few nice fish, but fairly slow-ish. The water's so clear, don't get it this clear this often, so we're gonna go hit a couple of deep spots maybe. Probably jump in on a wreck too. So let's go take a look.
So we decided to head out to a couple of deeper dives on one of the wrecks. Again, it's not often we have this visibility. I've seen this wreck this clear maybe 20 times in the 10 years I've lived here. The sand is, I want to say 85 or 90. I think the deck is about 70, 75, somewhere around there. If you look closely, you'll see a few nice black groupers take off in the distance. And some really nice mangroves come up and check me out. I don't know, for a split second I thought about chasing them down and taking a shot, and I very well could have. Just, I don't know, why put myself at risk? The older I get, the less I'm willing to take those deep shots. Maybe getting a little soft. I'll just let you enjoy this one. Did a deep dive to check out under the stern of the boat. Sometimes there'll be some big snappers sitting under there. We decided to move back into the reef for one more spot.
I don't care. I speared it.
I think it was awesome. So kind of a slow afternoon, but found a couple of nice grovers to end it. Alex, big old school of bonita came in. We use these for bait, but I think I've only ever speared 2. They're really fast. They kind of zip around, but threw a Hail Mary and it stuck. But I think we've got enough fish. We are done here. We'll see you back at the dock.
Background. Is this the bread we're using?
No, I have it right here. Alrighty, we are in the kitchen. So, Alan's gonna hold the camera for just a second. I'm gonna explain to you what I have. This sandwich came to me in my sleep. I've never made it. I don't know if it's gonna be delicious or not, but what inspired it is this bread that we get at the local farmer's market. It's called focaccia, I think. It's unreasonably edible. It's delicious. You can literally just sit there and eat it like that. But for some reason, this came to me, like I said, the other night, so we're going to try it. I've never made it. What you need is, I've got some sliced onions, good bread if you can't find this bread. Like I said, I think it's called focaccia. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I've got some roasted garlic. Took the tops off, olive oil, a little bit of pepper, roasted that in the oven for about 45 minutes at 350. I've got some yellow jack that we speared yesterday. Literally just salt and pepper. And then I've got some goat cheese. So what we're going to do, we're going to saute our onions. Just a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit of salt. I just want to cook these down until they get soft, you know.
soften up a little bit.
Dang, look at all that flavor.
All right, so we've got our other cast iron, as you can tell, ripping hot. Again, yellow jack, salt, pepper. That is it. This cast iron is so seasoned, I don't even need to put olive oil in it anymore. It's awesome. And what I want to do with this is I want this super hot because I want these edges of this yellow jack to just get a little bit of crunch to them. It holds that moisture in there well. We cook a lot of our fish this way in the cast iron. Sear both edges really hard and finish it in the oven. So that's what we're going to do. We'll finish those in the oven. They're fairly thin, so they shouldn't take more than 7-8 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Oh. Just the bread smells good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the fish took about 8 minutes. Like I said, it was pretty thin. It's pretty spot on. Again, I've never done this. So if it sucks, sorry, babe.
It's gonna be fine.
You want more goat cheese than that?
Heck yeah.
When I took the garlic and squeezed it out, just mashed it up with a fork. If you don't like garlic, you could probably dumb this down with something, or just less of it. We just love garlic. I'm being honest. That's the top bun. I'm using my hands.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the onions?
They're going on top.
Oh. Don't be skimping. Mmm. Wow.
There we are. It's upside down.
Oh yeah. Yum.
Let it cool off just a hair and see what we're working with.
Alrighty.
What was the bread again?
Versace?
Bruschetta?
This piece of fish
I
looks
can't
so
remember.
juicy.
Moment of truth.
Okay.
I want honesty. I wanted to try something wild because that person asked me if I ever tried anything I didn't like. So,
Okay.
try something wild here.
Mmm. I mean, the bread just makes it,
Yeah,
but
the bread's cheating.
I almost could use more goat
yeah.
cheese.
That's what I was thinking.
But no, everything's good.
It
The
actually
onions-
marries really well. You
Mhm.
think it would be, I thought the garlic would be overpowering,
No,
but roasted,
it's good.
I could take more goat cheese if I'm being honest. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, melted goat cheese is
And the onions in a cast iron aren't even fair. They taste so good. All I put on was salt, and it literally tastes like they're covered in butter and sugar.
yeah. Let's get a little more goat cheese.
I'm thrilled with it, actually.
Yeah, this is really good.
Fish is cooked good. It-
So moist.
You can't really. I thought you'd taste more goat cheese. It's very faint.
Yeah.
So get crazy with the goat cheese if you like it. Throw it on there. Make it thick.
There's garlic all in there.
I can say with confidence, so I will make this again.
For sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, that is all we have. As always, any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Again, huge thanks to Simrad for donating that unit to give away. If you did enter, I'll pull the winner next week, and then I'll announce the winner the following week. So it'll be 2 weeks from this episode. That is all we have. We're gonna enjoy this sandwich and
Oh yeah.
head
More
to
goat
bed.
cheese. Mm-hmm.
Head to bed. May do some wahoo diving tomorrow, so we'll see. Weather's supposed to be great. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah. This
More
is
goat
good.
cheese.
Yeah, because when the goat cheese melts, it makes
does,
it a little
it's
bit
pretty-
more mild.
Yeah. I didn't want to bite into it and be like, holy goat cheese. But yeah, I can barely taste it. But everything else is really,
Mm.
really pleasant together.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with roasted garlic and caramelized onions and the spread.
Yeah, that's true.
The fish is good too.
You could put a shoe in the middle and it'd still be good.